Welcome to Comet Computer Private Limited, e-learning program of hardware and networking. We are going to see about user management in Windows 10. So what is a user management in Windows 10? We have Windows 10 operating system and there is a requirement of utilizing multiple users for one desktop. It may be like uh, shift basis people wanted to use same desktop or in home you have multiple people available and you wanted to share a same desktop or laptop. So that time you go for creating user ID for individual users. So this is the requirement for having individual user ID. Why we have to go for user ID? So in Windows 10, you can personalize your desktop environment and how the way you work in the operating system. There are more personalized options in Windows 10, so you'll have a different feel, look and feel with the operating system. Based on your interest, based on your selection, you can do all the customized changes in your desktop. Okay, so that will not affect other person's profile. So uh, that will be okay for everyone, right? So if at all I'm not changing anyone's desktop, they will not say anything for that. So we wanted to have our own personal desktop so that you will have a feel that you are using your own desktop. The machine itself is yours, right? But in case of corporate environment, we don't go for having a local user ID for security purpose. If you take this as an example, suppose if multiple people are using the same desktop, there is no security for the data. So whatever the data stored by other person, if I log into the local desktop, I'm getting a full control over the data and I can see what is that stored in the Excel sheet or Word format or whatever it is. So the security is nil for work group computers and local users. To have better security, we need to go for a domain-based model where we'll have a domain account and we can have group policy implemented. All security related policies can be pushed so you can secure your data accordingly. Another advantage is in case of a work group model, the local user model, if I create one account in one computer that is stored in the local database, so I cannot use the same account in other system to log in, right? So I can create the same account, but I'll have a different environment. I cannot replicate what is there in this particular desktop to the desktops. So what I mean to say is I'll be having a local database. It is not synchronized between the desktops. So I need to create individual account for individual desktops. So that is a time consuming process. Okay. And in case of domain, I'll have a centralized database and all the machines are connected to the domain. I can log into any of the desktop, so I'll get the same desktop environment, whatever I set it in one system. So that will get downloaded whenever I log into the new desktop. So I can have my own environment in any of the desktop when I log in. If I log off, that will not affect other user. It will get saved in the server and it will get loaded when I log into some other desktop. So that is the advantage of having domain account. So now we are in the small office environment where we don't have a budget or requirement to have a domain controller setup and all. For 50 systems, we don't prefer to go for a domain account, and the investment is also high, so the management will not go for a domain-based service. So let us go with local user account and see how to create users and manage the users in the Windows 10 environment. So hope you are clear what is user management in Windows 10, what is the need for creating local user account, what is the advantage and disadvantage of local user account against domain user account, right? We have simple procedure. Microsoft has simplified the user account creation process, so it takes only couple of minutes to complete the process. So let us see. Go to Start menu and type Settings, and click on Accounts and click on Family and Others. You can see the screen, right? So it is shown in the screen, and it'll prompt for entering the Microsoft account. If you have Microsoft account, you can use it for logging into the system, and you can mention it here. Otherwise, we can ignore this step, and you can provide. You can select the option as add a user account without a Microsoft account. So you need not enter any of the details mentioned in this particular area. Let's create your account, right? So you need not mention anything here. Just go to the bottom and click on add a user without a Microsoft account. So here it is prompting you for entering your username. So you can choose your own username, what is required based on your interest, and you have to enter the password twice. We recommend to enter 8 character as a password instead of giving only 4 characters or 3 characters. Minimum 8, and you can go up to 12 characters. Password length can be 255 characters, but we cannot remember that much lengthy password. So maximum we can go up to 12 characters. That is based on our interest, but not less than 8 characters is ideal condition. We have to enter the password twice, to ensure that we are not entering the wrong password. So then you are prompted to give answers for 3 secret questions. In case we forget password, to restore the password, it will prompt you for any one of the secret question. So you'll have to remember the response what you are giving for this question. You can choose which question you want to respond. There will be set of some 5, 6 questions available. So you can choose any 3 to answer it, and you have to remember the options provided, response provided. So when you wanted to um, enter the password, when you forget the original password, you can use this option to get the new password. I mean, you can reset the password and you can use the new password. So then you can log into switch the account, user account, and log into your ID, or log off and log in with your own ID. So this is about the user management, user creation in the Windows 10 account. Now we wanted to change the account type. That is, we wanted to give admin privilege for the user ID which we created now. So what we can do is we can again go to settings option, same menu driven. So go to settings option and select the account, change the account type. So it will prompt you like which account you wanted to give. So there is only one option like administrator. Select the drop down. So you'll once you click on it, then that particular user will be provided with the admin privilege. Give OK. So that's all, we have given admin rights for the end user. Now suppose the user has left the organization, or we don't want to have that account anymore in the system database. So we can delete it. Again, go to the same settings and the family and other users. Select the account what you can see in the down of the window. Click on remove, then it will get removed. Main thing is once you remove the account, all the data will be lost. So you have to take a backup of it because it is deleting the profile. So if at all you kept anything in the desktop, my documents, everything will be going off. So before deleting, take a backup of data and then you can go ahead with the deleting. In case of Office, I'm saying. So taking backup is very much important. So go ahead with deleting the account. Now we'll see in the demo how to create, modify, and remove the user in Windows 10 machine. Whatever seen in the screenshot, now you can see it in the demo. So go to settings, select accounts, go to family and others. No account available as of now. Click on it. It is prompting you for providing a Microsoft account. It is very common, so we can wait and skip this process. So it is now asking only the local user ID. So it has been skipped. Now it is prompting only for a local user ID. I'm giving username and password. So this is the secret question I have mentioned. So just checking like what is your first pet's name? Tiger. Then second question, what is your childhood name? You can choose based on your own interest. So it's just not a problem, like just giving for sample. Yeah, just give next. Now the user ID has been created. So immediately I wanted to give admin rights. So change account type. I'm giving admin rights for the particular user. The user has been provided local admin rights. Now, if I want to delete it, the same settings option, I can go and click on remove. The account will get removed from the system. So we have to take backup of data before removing this. So in the demo, we are just seeing it simply, but real time, you have to be very careful while running this option because users may be having critical data in the desktop or in the My Documents. So once you click on it, within fraction of second, everything will go off. So be careful while handling the real-time scenarios. Yeah, we have done with the demo. Um, Overall process is completed now, user creation, modification, and deletion. I have few questions like interview-based questions related with the user management and just showing some six questions here. There may be more, but sample questions we have taken. The first one is which option to be used to create a user local users. So you can go to that setting option and create accounts. So user management, there is a separate consoles available, but Windows 10 is very simplified where you can do it from the settings and accounts option itself. Is there any limit to create number of users in a desktop? No, we don't have any limit as such. Can we control the users available in the computer? So not as much like we control the users in domain-based policy. So if at all I want to control the users in case of a smaller organization, so password restrictions, audit policy, security policy, if I want to apply all those things for individual users in the computer, individual computer, then I have to do the changes individually in each computer. We have a separate session for applying the policies, so you can refer that video how to apply the policy. But here I have to do the changes individually in all the computers. So I have 50 computers means 50 times I have to do it in the system so that I can apply some restrictions for the user. I can control the users. But as such, it is a time-consuming process, and we don't go for it. In case of domain, we do the restrictions in domain server. It will get replicated to all the computers in 15 minutes of time. So for this question, yes, we can do uh, individually in each computer. We have to do it. Okay, that is a condition. What is the difference between a normal account and an administrator account? It is a highly privileged account. You will have all the rights to install, configure anything to do with the desktop or laptop. That is the administrator account. What is the recommended password length for any user account? So minimum 8 characters we wanted to restrict because of security nature, and sometimes we also recommend 12 characters for a password length. What is the difference between local user account and a domain user account? We discussed a lot in the initial stage of the session presentation. If at all we need to have a more secure environment, we need to go for a domain user account. It is easy to apply the group policy. It is easy to apply the security settings for each user, and we can ensure our environment is secured. No other third person will be able to log into our environment. So for that, definitely we need a domain-based user account, but that is involving some cost, hardware investment as well as server software investment. So based on the company's budget and project requirement, then we can suggest for that particular environment instead of having local work group model. Okay. So we have come to the end of the topic. So in this session, we have completely discussed about creating, managing, and deleting the user in Windows 10 environment. Yeah, thank you very much.